What's good, y'all? What's good? I never been a lie, I never been a cheater. I never been a lie, I never been a cheater. I always cherish women, I never been a beater. Man, I respect life, and I respect people. And most of all, I love my kids, I will never mistreat them. I never been a lie, I never been a cheater. I always cherish women, I never been a beater. Man, I respect life, and I respect people. And most of all, I love my kids, I will never mislead them. These niggas telling lies on the fucking leader. I wonder fucking why, cause I don't fucking need them. They trying to slander I for no fucking reason. But no weapon formed against me shall prosper, that's my fucking season. Pussy and they be hating on me, but they don't even really know nothing. I went through hell and made it back, and I turned that shit to a cold something. I'm on the track like a road running, I'm giving y'all this shit. It's my blood, my pain, my tears, my heart, my fears, and all that shit. Because the truth is all I spit, just know from me, that's all you get. The truth ain't gon' lie to you or fabricated, it is what it is. Because the truth will set you free, so get them lies up off of me. This is the realest shit I ever quoted, sincerely me. Baby, I never been a liar, I never been a cheater. I always cherish women, I never been a beater. Man, I respect life, and I respect people. And most of all, I love my kids, I will never mistreat them. I never been a liar, I never been a cheater. I always cherish women, I never been a beater. Man, I respect life, and I respect people. And most of all, I love my kids, I will never mislead them. Never. What's good, y'all? This your big homie, Big Bad A, man. It's the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. I hope everybody's doing all right there. Real quick, man. As you see on the topic tonight, y'all, you must accept the position that God gave you. We must start accepting the positions that God gave us. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're living in a world, y'all. And first and foremost, let me say something to y'all. I know most people do not care about me. I know most people do not care about, what I have to say. I know that. I know I'm just a human being. I know we're all humans. I know we all have our own minds. I know y'all have your own beliefs and your own thoughts. And, so I respect that. I respect the fact that everybody's not going to listen to what I'm doing. I respect that everybody's not going to watch me. I respect the fact that everybody's not going to. I respect the fact that I'm not God and I cannot affect everybody. Get what I'm saying? But when you're doing this message, when you're doing this mission, when you're trying to fulfill the will of God, when you're trying to live up to the image and live up to the name of God and do the best you can as a human being on this earth, under the image of God or in the image or in the thought, if you concern yourself with staying righteous and staying positive, you will make enemies on this planet. Let me explain something to y'all. And I'm about to put on this crown, this throne. I'm putting on my thorn. This is my Jesus crown. This is my Jesus crown. This ain't a throne, a crown of thorns. This is a crown of flowers. This is my daughter's crown, but I have to wear this because this is synonymous. This is the position that I'm taking. This is the journey that I'm walking. I'm walking the Christ life. I'm living Christ-like. I'm living to the best of my ability in the image of God, under the tutelage of God, to the best of my human ability. So when you see this crown on my head, this thorn crown, this crown of not thorns, but this crown of flowers, this is symbolic of me walking the path. Now, hey, get your butt in the house. Now, this is symbolic of me walking the path. We all have our own paths to walk. We all have our own lives to live, right? But let me explain something to you. When you're living life,
and when you're living your life and you got somebody wise in your life, you love the crown. It's perfect. Thank you so much. I just got ridiculed for putting the crown on. Don't do that. That looks suspect. This and that. And I don't give a fuck about suspect. Let me explain something to y'all.
Yeah, I said it.
Let me explain something to y'all. When you're living righteous, when you're living godly, when you're doing the best you can to live decent, you're not bound by the rules and laws of man. When you're living, trying to do the best and strive to be as godly as possible on this earth in your body, you're not bound by the rules of man. You're bound by the rules of God. And God's rules are different and separate from man's rules. See, man is bound by customs and traditions and this and that. God is only based in righteousness and justice. God doesn't care. God doesn't care if a man puts a flower on his head. That doesn't make a man homosexual for him to appreciate flowers. See, God made flowers, and flowers are some of the most beautiful things on this planet. God made the birds, the bees, the butterflies. He made all this stuff, this beautiful stuff on this planet, sent for us here to marvel, sent for us here to smell, sent for us here to enjoy. God didn't make beautiful flowers just for women. God didn't make beautiful flowers just for one specific gender. Flowers are gender. Well, flowers have a gender, but flowers don't have class and race and shit like that. See, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. People talk shit about a man who's secure in himself and don't have who's not bound by what people tell him and what people say, but they don't judge the man who's out here butt boinking other men. The man who's actually out here who's living their life slaying dudes and preying on men and shit, don't nobody have nothing to say about him. They cherish him and push him to the high forefront. Oh, you're living your truth. You're living in your truth. You're living your truth. But if a man, a straight man, does anything against the norm of being the blueprint or the stereotype of a straight man, he gets demonized. He gets cast aside. Because men, whether y'all know it or not, we are held to the highest standard on this earth because the man comes second to God. The man comes second to God. God, and then the man, then the woman, and then the child. So this is what people don't understand. God didn't make nobody. See, y'all champion the evils of life. Y'all accept the evildoers of life and accept them and don't have no, you won't say nothing about the evildoer who's just butt boinking another person. But when a man does anything, you want to demonize you. When a man, a regular normal man, does anything that is outside of the box of normalcy or outside of the box that y'all are put in, oh, you're this, you're that. No. See, if you knew anything about cultures, world cultures, you would understand there's a difference in certain men and certain African man dances with his hips. He moves with his hips. He moves real, he gyrates, he moves with his hips. American men, we dance from the shoulders. We're not too much dancing from the hips here in America. But Spanish men, perfect example. Spanish men dance from the hips. They gyrate, they dance from the hips. They tango, they do all the samba and all that shit, merengue and all that, and they dancing from their hips. But American men, we're so bound by this and that, we think, oof, 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 it's all we can do. We're put in so many boxes here in this modern Western world that we don't even live life to its fullest potential. And this is another thing I got to talk about, because I gotta, don't do that.
Don't do what?
Look, so I forgot what I was saying, but when a man, the boxes, most people are put in these boxes in this world, right? Where if you don't do, if you're not specifically stuck in this cast mold, this clone mold of what people say you're supposed to be, then everybody wants to cast you aside, push you to the side, demonize you, treat you like you don't belong and exist. Because you are thinking outside the box, because you are not normal, because I'm not normal and I'm not in the box of normalcy that humans have placed us in, because I've took myself out of that box. I don't have nowhere to fit in at. Since I don't think like an average selfish human being, I don't have nobody to deal with. Since I'm not trying to only think about myself all the time, I don't have no bunch of peers and friends to get along with. When you sit there and you concern yourself with the regular affairs of regular everyday people, you will only be regular and everyday. But if you concern yourself with the affairs of God, if you concern yourself with the affairs of righteousness, of goodness, if you concern yourself with the affairs of what is needed for humanity, you could actually bring some change to this fucking world. But too many of y'all, too many of us were born and bred to be normal, basic, and fit in. You were bred and born to be normal, basic, and fit in. They told you, get in line. Don't stand out the line. Stand in a single file line. Raise your hand before you speak. Don't speak out of turn. Only speak when spoken to. Don't question authority. Do as I say and not as I show you. Do as I say and not as you're told. Do what you're told and not as you see. You were brainwashed to be basic and fucking normal. And because you were brainwashed to be basic and normal, everybody in your life who comes in your path that could help you, save you, teach you, or get you in a better position, you're going to demonize him. You're going to cast him to the side. You're going to look down on him. You're going to spread rumors about him. You're going to put negativity out on his name because you don't know how to elevate yourself. Just because you were born to be normal and raised to be normal don't mean I was. And let me explain something to you. I have to accept you. I have to accept the fact that you put your woo-woo in another man's poo-poo, and I have to accept the fact that you put your hoo-ha in another woman's woo-wah. And I accept you, but you can't accept me for being a regular, respectful human being. You can't respect me for being a classic man. People are like, oh, you stuck in the 50s and 60s. You stuck in this. No. Life has always been the same. Life has always been the same. The human body has always been the same. It's just we've got a little bit more educated and informed, and we can react and proact a little bit different. Most people think they're okay. Most people think what they're doing is good enough. Most people think, shit, I ain't doing nothing wrong, so why I gotta goddamn change up my life? I don't hurt nobody. I'm not out here trying to harm nobody. Why do I have to change my life? You know why you have to change your life? I gotta share this. You know why people need to change their lives? Let me share this. The reason why people need to change their lives is because if you were where you were supposed to be, you would already be there. If you were where you're supposed to be, you would already be there. And what I mean by that, what do I mean by that? The journey of life is a ever going journey. The journey of life is forever going and forever changing and evolving. So the journey of life is not going to be consistent the same. It's not going to be forever stuck the same. So if you're living in your life and you're at your end goal, that means you've had it. I'm about to read all your comments shamelessly, V. If you were in your life, living your life, and you've reached your end goal, that means you have accomplished everything that you need to accomplish. And if you finished and accomplished all your goals, that means you're ready for the afterlife, because the life is to be lived. And when you're in life and you're living life, you have to go through things. You have to go through ups, downs. You have to go through losses. You have to gain. You have to learn. You have to go through everything in life, because after this life is the afterlife. And that afterlife comes if you were robbed of your life, aka murdered or killed, or it comes after your goal has been accomplished, your lifespan has been lived out. How long that is, how long you live is up to you. How long you live is depending on how you carry yourself during your time, during your life. That's why you should always listen to wise people and wise men who tell you, eat healthy, do better, think smarter, be happy, do the best, whatever they're saying. Because, I don't know, like I said, man, at this point, I really don't be caring to do this YouTube shit. I'm telling you why. Let me tell y'all why I'm this close to giving it up. I'm this close. I'm this close to giving this YouTube stuff up. Let me tell y'all why. Because this morning, the whole day, I was battling myself. I said to myself last night, I was like, man, I'm done with YouTube, right? And the reason I'm telling y'all why I'm talking like this. The reason why, it seems like a lot of times you're trying to help people, but a lot of times it seems like they don't receive the help or don't want the help. And then I have so many people who tell me keep going, but then I have a people that tell me, you should just mind your business and, take care of yourself and do what's best for you and do what's best for you. And then sometimes I feel like that, but let me explain something to y'all. To whom much is given, much is required. All my life, I've been in the middle of things. All my life, I'm the middle child of 5. I'm the third child of 5 children. I'm the middleman. All my life, I've been the glue. All my life, I could feel pain. See, I'm so empathetic. I can feel pain. If somebody come around me and they got a broken bone, I'm going to feel the pain right where their bone is broke. If somebody come around me and their stomach is hurting, I'm going to feel the stomach pain. If somebody's head's hurting, I'm going to feel the headache. Why? I always ask myself, why do I feel people's pains? Why, God? That is a gift, because God gave me that gift to sympathize and empathize with the people so I could rationalize what they go through, so I can understand it better, so I can respect the struggle better. Because the struggle, let me read y'all's comments. The struggle is what builds character. The struggle is what builds character. Shamelessly Voracious said, manna on the ground everywhere, edible and medicinal. Facts. Flowers save lives for real. That's facts. Shameless and Voracious, that's the truth. Flowers are our medicine. Flowers are the beauty of earth. Flowers is God's beauty for us to enjoy and smell, The kingdom of God is where you fit in. This place is temporary. Don't let the fit inners form you to fit the world. This ain't home. Thank you, Shamelessly V. This place ain't for me. I'm just passing through here and trying to show these people who are of here and here what they're supposed to be doing to make their stay a little bit more pleasant, because my stay is pleasant. Only thing I feel though is the frustrations of earth, because all the time I can feel the frustrations of mankind and the frustrations of earth. Sometimes I can feel the pain, like when that earthquake in Haiti happened in 2010, I fell down and I was like, oh, I'm dying, and this and that. Like I even fell, and I thought I even said I was dying because I tapped in with somebody's spirit, because we're all connected on this planet. When that earthquake happened, I was in my kitchen cooking oodles and noodles with my brothers, both of my brothers. And when the earthquake happened, I didn't even feel it, nothing. There was no tremors or nothing, because that was in Haiti. But right as the earthquake was going off, I was cooking and I fell back and I started trembling and I fell back and I said, oh, I'm dying. Ah. And then I came to, like, I was like out of body. I came to and I said, yo, somebody's going through something around the world. I instantly knew what happened. Instantly, I didn't know the earthquake happened, but I instantly said, oh man, I told my brother, I said, man, somebody's dying or something's happened to somebody around the world, man. I said, you seen that? It was like, yeah, what the fuck? But we are on that level. I'm always been on that level, like a spiritual conduit, if you could say. You know, I've always been that. It's always been one of my powers. But yeah, when I felt that, next thing I know, I cooked my noodles. I sat down on the couch, turned on the TV, and it was like an earthquake in Haiti was going off, 100,000 people dying. So I felt it as it was happening. God made me like this, like in perfect antenna to tap into the world so I could understand the world's struggle and plight. Because if you can't understand, then you cannot help. If you don't understand the problems, you cannot create a solution. You know, so I'm thankful for this. But earlier today, this struggle was beating on me real hard, this battle, and I was like, fuck YouTube, man. I'm just gonna just take care of my family and woo woo. But then you think about it. I had somebody tell me today, if you stop now, it'll be selfish. I had somebody tell me that today. If I stop now, it'll be selfish. And I sat back and I thought about it when bro said it, and I was like, damn, you're right. Because at this point, I don't know exactly what I mean to some of y'all. At this point, I know what I am and I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how much it affects or how little it affects y'all. Some of y'all don't give a fuck about me, but then there's some of y'all who do give a fuck about me. So I have to do this for those who are listening and who care, because me telling the truth and bringing awareness and a reality to this internet is changing people's lives. I am changing people's lives every single day. And I wish I could do more. I wish I could change more people and help more people and affect more people in a positive way. But I have to be thankful and humble for the position that God gave me. So I cannot turn my back on the people who rock with me. Even though if I ever go offline, I'll figure a new way to put out the message, but off YouTube, I'll figure a new way to put out the message, but I don't want to turn my back on y'all. And I take this very seriously. What I do, I take it very seriously. I'm not ever getting on here just to run my coochie eaters. I'm not going to do that, because people's time is very, very precious. And I realized that, like, even the other day when I did a live and I was just telling people, like, oh, I'm just testing out my light, I'm having a good day, everything's okay. Y'all didn't stick around at all. And I realized something. A lot of people are hurting out here. So everybody don't want to hear, everybody don't want to hear your success and your greatness, because a lot of people are normal and basic. And a lot of people are fucked up and poor. And a lot of people are poor in the mind, body, and soul. So they don't want to hear congratulatory stories from a peer or somebody who's in their environment. Like, they get a motherfucker who's around you every day, they feel like they can be like you. A motherfucker who's around your circle, around you, and they have access to you, they feel like they can do what you do. So they're never going to give you the full respect that you deserve because they actually can touch you. So they feel like, I'm like you. Shit, I'm here with you too. I'm you. And in the end, everybody has to walk their own path. Everybody has to walk their own path. I'm just a beacon of light to help people guide their way along their paths. I ain't telling nobody how to live. I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm providing you information to give you options on making your life easier. Because if you eliminate the religion, if you eliminate the bad food, if you eliminate the bad relationships, if you eliminate the negativity and the sin out your life, you will live a life of bliss. Because the only problem that I have in life is that I care too much about the world around me. The only problem I have with my life is I care too much about the environment and the world around me. I care about my family. I care about how my mom and them feel. I care about how my lady feels. I care about how my children feel. I care about how people feel. So I'm on people telling them, do this, do this, do this. I care. That's my only problem. Because if I didn't care, I'd be selfish and just doing decent for myself and saying, fuck everybody else. But what kind of person would I be? Knowing what I know and being who I am, what kind of person would I be to just keep and hoard information to myself? That would be a sin. I believe God would do me wrong if I didn't try to teach and preach. Because with the amount of information that I have, and then I'm out here listening and watching people in the world not exhibiting information and not living wise, that hurts my feelings. And I know it hurts God's feelings. Because God did not make us to be heathens, promiscuous whores, pimps, prostitutes. God didn't make us to be drug dealers. God didn't make us to be employees. God made us to be good human beings and live in the image of God. That's what we were made to do, to do his will, to work and till his lands, maintain his grass, maintain his seas, maintain the fucking fruits. We were not made to cut all the fruits down, kill all the animals, pollute the water, pollute the air. They're committing, these people who run the world now are committing every sin God had made for us not to commit. The people who are in charge of you and us now are polluting the water, polluting the air, polluting the people, polluting the seas, polluting the children, polluting the minds, the bodies, and the souls of the nations, polluting the animals, defiling the animals. These people are not of God, the people who run this earth. Because if you were of God, you would not spray me with your air pollutants. If you were of God, you would not pump Fukushima pollution and radioactive bullshit through my oceans and destroy my waters and destroy my wildlife and my creatures. You would not do that if you were of God. If you were of God, you will not cut down the fruit trees and put them in one pocket of land so you could sell all the fruits to the man. That is not of God. That is the devil. And y'all praise anything that's of the devil and detest anything of God. It's the worst. It's the worst that I've ever seen humans in my life. This is the worst condition today that I've ever seen humans in my life. Humans used to be royal. Humans used to be prophets, priests. Everybody was trying to be something, holy man, a nobleman, a squire. Everybody was trying to be something decent. Now, all women know how to do is twerk. Now, all men know how to do is kill each other. Pop, 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 pop. Man, I slid on that nigga. I caught 2 hats. Man, I'm 3-0. I'm 3-0. I got 2 hats. I'm 3-0. 2 hats in a flat. I pop a flat and get a hat. I pop a flat and take a nigga hat. Fuck him. I'm staying up all night till I catch a hat, my nigga. I ain't going to bed till I catch one of the ops. That's how men are. And you ain't a man. That's how the males are. You ain't a man. You're a male. A demon with a fucking pistol that you didn't even fucking create. And you about to take something that you didn't create and destroy your own brother. You about to take the tool that was created by the devil and kill your own brother. You're going to take the tool that was created by the devil and kill your own brother and call it a hat and put a nigga in a pack and put him in there. I'm smoking so-and-so. I'm smoking so-and-so. And not even knowing. See, y'all, this is what makes me understand. And this is what makes me question real demon time. I'm about to check my Cash App. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Man, Shamelessly V, I love you. Shamelessly V, I appreciate you. Big drop down. She dropped a big boy. We got a big donation. Thank you, Shamelessly V. Once again from my friend. So listen, thank you so much. Listen, the devil made guns and put them in our communities and watches us kill each other with them. I'm on these phones. Wait till I make a website, y'all. Wait till I make a website and we can review crazy shit. It'll only be for the crazy. Only be for the strong-minded. It'd be like Crazy Wednesday or something. I'm a Wacky Wednesday or something where we're going to show what's really going on in the world on my website. Wait till I make my website. I'm going to show y'all what's really going on in the world. These people that are doing the... Now, let me explain. Oh, yeah, smoking the ops. This is what I was saying, smoking ops. In the community, the young brothers say, I put so-and-so in the pack and we smoking so-and-so. We smoking woo-woo. We smoking woo-doo. I ain't gonna say nobody's name because I'm not disrespectful. I'm not a disrespectful bastard. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show y'all something. They say that they're putting so-and-so in the pack, but in real life, they're using the dead bodies to fertilize the plants. So in real life, they are putting niggas in packs. That ain't funny. That ain't fucking funny. Hold up. Dead bodies being used to fertilize weed plants. You gotta go, man. Go ahead. That's crazy.
Now, with in-depth reporting tonight on a topic we've been keeping an eye on. And this one comes from California, which as of now will allow a new eco-friendly burial method called human composting, starting in 2027. The bill was just signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom over the weekend, and it is a process, human composting, where you're deceased loved one is turned into healthy soil. Companies that offer this say every person who chooses this option over more traditional methods like burial or cremation will save 1 metric ton of carbon from entering the environment. It can cost around $5,000 to $7,000. That's a little less expensive than a casket funeral, but it's more expensive than cremation. California is not the first state to be doing this. Washington, Colorado, Oregon, and Vermont now allow human composting. NBC's Kristen Dahlgren has a closer look.
Trina Ballard Southern lost her mother Leanne just 1 month ago.
She was modest and
Ain't nothing
warm,
funny about this shit.
thoughtful and practical.
One silver lining during this difficult time was their certainty around the funeral.
This is exactly who she was and what she would have chosen.
They decided on what's called terramation, also known as human composting. Instead of the traditional burial, the human body is composted and turned into soil, which is then given back to the family for future use.
There is something in us that wants to return to the earth.
Micah Truman is the founder of a Seattle-based funeral home called Return Home, one of a few places in the U.S. offering this option. The process involves organic material and oxygen. The bottom of a specially designed vessel is lined with sawdust, alfalfa, and straw. Then the body is placed inside, dressed with a compostable gown. The vessel is then filled to the top with more organic material and sealed.
The oxygen flows through the vessel and takes the body up to temperature. And in 30 days, the body completely transforms into soil.
Recompose, another Seattle-based funeral home, integrates families however they choose.
Maybe you want to say prayers, sing a song, anoint your person. That's what this room is for.
And ceremonies can be personalized for all religions and belief systems. At the end of the process, families are given the remaining soil. Cremation, according to Environmental Advocates New York, uses about 28 gallons of fuel and releases 540 pounds of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere per body.
Terramation takes about 90% less energy to complete. And when we're done, we have a material, soil, that can then be used to restart the cycle of life.
But not everyone is on board with this kind of legislation. The Catholic Church, for example, opposes it. The New York State Catholic Conference saying in a statement in part, a process whereby human remains are composted and scattered in a designated scattering garden or area in a cemetery fails to sufficiently respect the dignity due the deceased. Trina said she's found comfort in the terramation process and believes that through this option, her mother's legacy of caring for the environment can live on.
This is Leanne, how she would choose for herself and others to be
Bitch.
mindful of the footprint that she left. And I'm hoping that this will be more widely practiced, that people will see that it's a really beautiful option with a lovely result at the end. That's my hope.
Kristen Dahlgren, NBC.
So her hope was propaganda. I did it to my mama, do it to your mama. It's wonderful and beautiful. Bitch, you look like you're about to die. Bitch, don't play with us. You look like you were about to cry at any second. How much did NBC News pay you to say that, bitch? Don't play with me, bro. Propaganda is too sick, bro. Your hope is that everybody else will do it. Good God Almighty. Your hope is that everybody else will do it. Good God Almighty. The nerve of these demons. The nerve of these demons. They want to turn us into soil. And the only place that's legal is what? California, Colorado. Where is all the damn weed that niggas smoke come from? Where's all the weed niggas smoke come from? California and Colorado. Niggas smoking dead people. Stop playing with me. I got more footage. That wasn't even the one I was looking for. That's just, hold up. Dead bodies being used to liquid fertilizer.
Dead bodies being used to liquid fertilizer.
Here we go.
The process is similar to that of freeze drying. First, the body is frozen to minus 18 degrees Celsius and submerged in liquid nitrogen. Under such low temperatures, soft and elastic materials become hard and brittle. The body is then refrozen to minus 196 degrees Celsius, causing crystallization. After 2 hours, the liquid nitrogen evaporates as a harmless nitrogen gas. 60 seconds of ultrasonic vibration reduces the remains to powder. The powder is passed to a vacuum-sealed chamber where frozen water sublimates and is released as steam. Afterwards, mercury, sodium, and more than 50 other foreign substances are removed. The remains are packed into an organic coffin and buried. After a year, the remains turn into soil, which can feed a tree. Irish company Eco Legacy offers a similar burial service, with the exception that the energy that is expelled is reused in future burial processes.
They've been doing this shit. They've been doing this shit. I'll keep telling y'all natural flavors. I be telling y'all all the time, but nobody don't ever listen. I be telling y'all all the time, but nobody don't ever listen. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That is. What's good, Just in Time? That is how you get they get the vitamin C in the food. That's how they get the calcium. That's where calcium and all that shit coming from, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What's good, Rob? What's good? Shout out to my boy Robbie Mackey in the building. We say you grown some flowers with this soil, that flower gets lit. Somehow I will see that person. Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My grandmother that passed, when my mom's came back home from her funeral, everything smelled like these orchid flowers. I think these orchids, right? So I bought some orchids and I said, that's grandma. And I'm every day, watching grandma sprout new orchids. I'm watching her sprout and then I'm smelling her and it smells so good. And see, I personified this flower as my grandma, because she done passed away. And when my mama came back from the funeral, she had the flowers with her and she smelled like that. Like everything about her smelled like that, those flowers. So it was it's very much my grandma, those flowers. You get what I'm saying? So I'm already feeling like that. So imagine if you fucking gave grandma's body to that company and then they gave you some dirt and you use that dirt to grow a fucking vegetable garden. Now everybody's eating grandmama. That shit kind of weird, bro. That's very weird to me. That's very weird. You feel me? I wouldn't. I understand that's cool and woody whoop and all that, but no sirski. Grandmama needs a proper burial. Grandmama needs a proper burial. That's why we have to do things like own land and things of that nature. We have to own land and shit like that. Because if you don't own no land, when you die, you ain't got nowhere to bury your people. See, a lot of y'all don't think that far ahead. You have to. Where are you going to bury your people at? Where is your family going to get buried at? Every well-to-do family has family burial grounds. Let me say that again. Every well-to-do, smart family has family burial grounds. because you want to be buried next to your family. You want to be buried next to your wife. You want to be buried next to your mama. You want to be buried next to your grandmama, your daddy, and you want to be buried next to your family. But nowadays, we don't even give a fuck. Cremate them. Cremate them. We don't even give a fuck no more. Oh yeah, I love him. Cremate him. Boy, God bless my soul, but you know I'm telling the motherfucking truth. God bless my soul for telling it, but you know I'm telling the truth. That's not right. Motherfuckers don't even have a chance in the spiritual realm. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. In my culture, in African culture, right? They say the body must be preserved so it has a place to go to. Because if the body's not preserved, the spirit, when you die and pass on, it doesn't have a place to go to on earth. So when you die and you pass on, you go into the next realm, right? Say when you want to come back to earth, it'll be a beacon, like a GPS beacon to, if you preserve your body, like bury yourself and all that, it'll be like a GPS beacon for your spirit to have a place to go to, a body, a house to go to. And then it can start at that point and maybe venture off and go wander and see your mama and see your family, see your kids and whoever you want to see. But if you desecrate your body, the soul has nowhere to go to. And then the soul is stuck in the afterlife forever, unless it passes on and reincarnates and becomes a new body. I mean, gets a new body. But I don't know how that process works. I don't know how that process works. But I do know this life is, you better be good or else you will have repercussions. And I know the things that I know because I learned from smart, wise, intelligent men before me. I learned from women too. I learned from everybody wise before me. And matter of fact, I learned from everybody before me. I just learned. I learned from the crackhead what not to do. I learned from the junkie what not to do. I learned from the prostitute what not to do. I learned from the good man, the hardworking man, what to do, what not to do. I learned from everybody what to do and what not to do. So when it's my turn to execute and do what I do, guess what? It's going down. I don't know, y'all. I think I'm gonna go on a limb right now because I got a few people in here and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all hope y'all rocking with me. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I feel like something's being activated, at least for the last months, last couple weeks. I've been feeling something activating, like a different type of energy. Like I don't sleep no more. I only sleep in the wee hours of the morning. I don't sleep no more. That's not normal. It's not, but I'm not like I can't sleep or uncomfortable or I'm having any problem. No. I'm comfortable. I'm healthy. I'm happy. Everything's okay. But I can't sleep anymore. I'm up all night. And then I rest in the wee hours. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel some type of energy shift, and then, body changes. There's things changing in my body and things I'm noticing, so I don't know if anybody else, comment down below if anybody else has been having any body changes or energy changes or shit like that, where you're feeling some type of thing moving around in your body or something, energy, or comment down below and let me know if y'all feeling anything like that, because I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Sometimes I be feeling shit, and I've been through things before, and I've had things happen to me before that I'm not ready to disclose, but it's a lot of stuff that happens, so I just wanted to say, y'all, please just start appreciating the good people in your life while you have them. Appreciate the good people in your life while they're alive. Because you could be here today and gone tomorrow, man. You have to appreciate the people in your life while they're alive. That's all I wanted to say. Like, there's so many of us who like to see each other fucked up, but we can't progress if every one of us is fucked up. You know, in this relay race, in this rat race, somebody has to get to the top. And then in order for somebody to get to the top, people have to support that person for them to get to the top. Because if certain people get up to the top, they're going to help everybody. Certain people, if they get in position to do stuff for everybody, they're going to do it for everybody. Certain people want to get to the top to do for themselves. Now me, all I want is for my people to be free. People ask me all the time, Betty, when are you going to be happy? You need to get happy. You know, because I'm very serious. I'm very serious. Y'all know I'm serious. I'm a man of principle. I'm a man of purpose, you know. But you have to understand, like, when I'm going to be happy is when my people are set free. When I'm going to be happy is when all my people get set free. You know, and with the right minds, you know, because right now, y'all, everything could go down and system could break or crumble. And a lot of people are waiting on it. I hate to hear that we're living in a society where people want bad for the society. I do not want America to collapse, have any problems. I do not want our dollar to get taken away. Well, you see what that happened, for real. I do not want the dollar to get taken away. I do not want none of that. But guess what? A lot of people want that shit. And the reason why they want that shit is because they're not successful in this life. They're normal and basic, so they want to inflict harm and you know, wait for the game to unfold so they can, you know, sneak in the game and cheat their way through. Like, bro, you can't do that. You have to work hard still for everything that you do. You have to work hard for everything that you get, everything that you have. You have to work. A lot of people think this shit came easy and overnight. No, sirski. Go back and look at my channel. Been doing this shit for 5 years, or going on 6. And that's just online. I've been doing this in real life my whole life, everywhere I go. Nah, y'all, that's not it. This is the way. Hold on, wait, woo. Like, and people, I ain't gonna say nothing. I know who I am. I know exactly who I am. I'm Big Betty, you know, so I just wanted to say thank y'all for allowing me to get on here, and thank y'all for the donations. SS, you donated tonight. Thank you, sweetheart. And Shamelessly V, you always, and SS always donates too. I appreciate y'all ladies, man. From the bottom of, hold on, I gotta take a sip. I appreciate y'all ladies from the bottom of my heart. You know, because that's affirmation to keep me going too, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't be wanting to do this shit sometimes. I don't be wanting to do this shit sometimes, y'all. But then if I don't do it, who gonna do it, bro? Who gonna do it, bro? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all appreciate me. You know, I appreciate y'all more than y'all appreciate me. I bet you I do. Because I've been doing this, what I do, for a long time. If I didn't have people watching, it wouldn't mean nothing. If I don't have effect on people and help people, it don't mean nothing. You know, because you can go back to your world and do your regular bullshit, or you could take heed to what I say, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, put that shit and mix it up with what you got going on and make yourself super fly. Make your shit super. You could take a little bit of this, what I'm giving, mix it up what you got going on, make your shit turn to gumbo. Now you're eating real good. Now your dinner is busting. You know what I'm saying? Now your mind is right. You know, so thank y'all. You know, just pay attention to somebody wise. It ain't just me. It's a lot of us out here on this planet. It's a lot of us. But pay attention to the wise people in your life, because the wise people have come into your life in these times. We're living in the end of days, y'all. We're living in the end of times. And y'all better realize God has made certain ones of us to do his will as much as we can before time is up. Because if the world ends now, majority of people will go with Satan. Let me say that again. If the world ends now, I got something in my eye, majority of the people will go with Satan and go to hell. You know why I say that? Because most people are doing more sinning than they're doing winning. More people are doing more evil than they're doing good. You know? So right now, if God called you home, ask yourself this question. If God called you home right now, if he called you home right now, and I hope he don't, and he won't, you're still alive. You're watching my video. Ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm not wishing bad on none of my people. What I'm saying to you is ask yourself this question. If God called you home right now, would you be okay? Yo, I just got bit by some fucking bug, man. Ow, some fucking bug bit me, y'all. Stupid bug, man. If God called you home right now, would you be okay? That's the question of the dang day. If God called you right now, would you be okay? Get your spirit in line. Get your mind right. Eat good foods, healthy foods, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh meats if you eat meats. Fresh. Do the best that you can to not eat foods with natural flavors in it. Do the best that you can to not eat foods with natural flavors in it. Do the best that you can to not eat foods with natural flavors in it. The best that you can. Because if you are consuming that shit, you know what you're doing. That's the ground up bodies. So I love y'all. I just want y'all to understand. They got a sin trap laid out for you on every aspect of your life. Your music is full of sin. Your water is full of sin. Your food is full of sin. Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Balenciaga, all those companies are full of sin. Do you know Balenciaga is just Baal worship, the demon worship? And Baal's the nigga who's eating kids or what, something like that? Some crazy shit? Hanging kids upside down? That's the horseman. I remember the pictures of Baal. Man, I ain't even gonna pull it up. I don't even need to show y'all that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what the world's going to come to. Baal worship in the open. False idol worship in the open. When the real prophets speak, nobody gives a fuck. But I got a few people here who understand and who give a fuck. So thank y'all for understanding what I'm trying to do. Sometimes let me explain something to y'all too. Sometimes I speak in third person, right? And that's because there's the body and there's the spirit. The spirit is in control of the body. They're two different separate entities, but the spirit, it hosts and controls the body to marionette the body and make the body move and make the body do what it does to control it, right? So that's why some people have that third person ego, this and that, because the spirit is different from the body. So if your spirit is, say you have a good body, a decent body, healthy, holy, decent body, not polluted, not defiled, but your spirit might be defiled from the music. You say you're a good man, but you've been listening to evil music all your life. The spirit is defiled now. So now your spirit has a different vibration and a different want for a different a longing for a different sound and vibe. So your spirit is polluted, but your body might be pure. But because you are letting sonic, it's a damn mosquito, because you're letting sonic weapons attack you and falling victim to sonic weapons, that means your spirit could be affected, but your body may not be affected. These, like I said, there's so many different booby traps set up for our spirits to be falling in. The physical trap, because our bodies are fragile, you can die, you can get hurt, you can get harmed. That's one. The spiritual trap, you know, that's the music, the movies, the media, making you change your spiritual trajectory, making you change what you're supposed to be doing in life. You know what I'm saying? And then it's really the spiritual and the physical. That's really it. The spiritual and the physical. So, we have to be the best that we can in order to survive this pit, this landmine of spiritual booby traps that the devil has crafted for us. We have to be very smart, very vigilant, very appreciative, very humble, very thankful, very wise, very appreciative. You got to be that. You have to. This world ain't about you. This world ain't about me. I'm just doing my part here on this world. So I appreciate all my people for listening. I appreciate all my people for understanding that I'm trying my best to do the best that I can in this wicked world, in these end of days that we're living in. I'm trying my best to rise up the vibration and make us aware and trying my best. So, hey, you can take it or leave it. It's your big homie, Big Bad A. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. Holla at your boy.